One quick look at this motorcycle, you will appreciate it for the way it looks. I mean, look at the design. It's got a nice, smooth, flowing design, beautiful color, and there are very high chances you can mistake this for the Triumph Street Twin or the Speed Twin. But hey, I mean, look around the motorcycle, look really close. You will find the Royal Enfield branding 25 times on this motorcycle. That's the time and effort they have spent on this motorcycle. This is Bikenbiker. Welcome to the first ride experience of the Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Now the minute you swing your leg over the Hunter 350, you would appreciate the nice soft padded seats. They're quite broad, they're quite spacious, and they're quite comfortable as well. And if you look at the overall riding triangle, it's not too upright, it's not too sporty. It's right there. I mean, look at the handlebars. They are front biased, slightly wide, and they are slightly sporty as well. And at the same time, it is comfortable. Now, when you go down a little bit, you also have the foot pegs. They're not too rear set, they're not too high. They're just perfect for your city commutes and on the highway as well. Now this motorcycle shares the same engine from the Classic 350 and the Meteor 350, which are heavier motorcycles if you look at the numbers. But this one weighing in at 181 kilos and a seat height of 790 mm, that clearly means you can easily plant your feet down no matter what height you are, because it's that well balanced of a motorcycle. Now talking about the overall performance package of the Royal Enfield Hunter 350, I mean, when you look at the numbers on papers, 20 odd PS might not sound a lot, but I mean the amount of torque this guy packs is really amazing. Because in the city and in the highway, you would appreciate the way the gears are spaced out and the way the torque is also distributed throughout the rev range of the motorcycle. So say for example, you're riding at 80 to 100, which is pretty much the sweet spot of this motorcycle, but you can also do about 115 to 120, but that would be stressing out the motorcycle a little bit. But anything between 80 to 100 is quite comfortable, and once you drop speed, you really don't have to work around the gearbox, because again, the mid-range, the torque kicks in at that point in time, which allows you to enjoy the motorcycle quite a bit. Now, talking about the performance part and riding it on the highway and in the city is where you would be riding this the motorcycle quite a lot, to office, to college, and in a Bangalore traffic heats up in the summers. But this is where again the air-cooled engine really plays a beautiful role here. The bike really does not heat up, and you really don't feel anything between your legs or even on your feet. To combine all of this, you also have this very slick gearbox. I was actually surprised, for the last couple of days when I've been riding this motorcycle. The gearbox is nice and slick, gives really good feedback, and it shifts when you really want to. You really don't have any false neutrals or the gears slipping in. Now, there are not many motorcycles in the Royal Enfield stable that handle well. I was actually surprised the minute I started riding this motorcycle. The way the bike handles is quite sweet. You can throw around the bike in corners, and it really loves to go left to right, left to right. You have those beautiful winding roads up in the Ghats. I think you will really have fun on this motorcycle. Now, how do you get good handling of this motorcycle? If you look at the overall wheelbase of this motorcycle, it's quite small, and the stiff suspension setup, I think this is where Royal Enfield has taken a back seat, because with the stiff suspension setup, the advantage is the bike handles really well. But when you look at riding the motorcycle on bad roads and broken roads, I think that is where you would have appreciated maybe an adjustable setup at the rear at least, because this does take a toll on your palms, your shoulders, and even your back for that reason. And to put all of this to stop in one go, you have some decent enough brakes up in the front and the rear. The front brakes are really not the great in this department. You would want to maybe use a lot of the rear brake. The front brake is a little spongy, has a woody feeling to it. The rear brake is a lot more progressive and gives you really good feedback. Now talking about owning this motorcycle, I mean you really don't need deep pockets because your service costs are somewhere between 1,500 to 2,000 rupees depending on the kind of parts that you might want to change during the service, and that totally depends on the way you maintain and ride the motorcycle as well. Now, if you're someone who's looking into highway touring and using this motorcycle for pure traveling, then we have you covered from a brand called Zana, where you have accessories to protect your motorcycle and also carry your luggage like a top box and stuff. You've got headlight grills, you've got engine guard, side stand extender, top rack, and also not to forget the Royal Enfield comes with a metal tank, which means you can use a nice magnetic tank bag like what you see here. So yeah, that was pretty much us riding the Hunter 350 for the last couple of days. We just tried it out on the trails here. They do a pretty decent job in this department as well. While you cannot go, hardcore enduro off-roading, you can just do small trails like this. The ground clearance is also pretty decent enough for you to do a little bit of jumps and maybe, I mean, the bike is not meant for that, but yeah, why not? So I guess all in all, this is a really good package for 1.7 lakhs on road in Bangalore. And I think this does go on with the CB350, which we will do a first ride experience maybe in the next video. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. My name is Ajit. I'll see you guys in the next one.